As we start this Rampage preview, I just want to say, once again, a congratulations to AEW for topping 50,000 tickets sold in pre-sale for AEW All In at Wembley Stadium in August. I can't imagine the numbers today when the general public gets access to the tickets, but like I said in the news video, AEW has all the potential in the world and all the momentum in the world, I think, to top 65 to 70,000 tickets sold overall now that the general public has access to the tickets. With that being said, though, and another congratulations to both Tony Khan and AEW for far outweighing expectations, at least in my opinion, for All In on August 27th. Let's get into Rampage and the action set to take place tonight at 6:30 Eastern Time, 3:30 Pacific, as Rampage apparently has a new start time, or I'm sure is probably preempted again for the NHL playoffs, as that has been something that has been going on for the last couple of weeks. With that being said, though, what was I going to say? With that being said, though, if you're looking forward to wrestling tonight, you will likely have AEW Rampage starting at 6:30, and then after Rampage, or soon after Rampage, is WWE SmackDown. But with that being said, let's get into Rampage with Jade Cargill in action tonight. I mean, I don't see that the issue between Taya Valkyrie and Jade Cargill would finish that simply. So I think it is very likely that we could see more between Taya Valkyrie and Jade Cargill for that TNT championship or TBS championship, because again, you gotta figure out who's gonna defeat Jade Cargill for the title at some point, and I think Taya Valkyrie would be the perfect person to defeat her for the title. But that is just my opinion, as they got to do something unless Chris Statlander is still penciled in to become the new TBS champion when she does return, whenever that might be. But Mark Briscoe will be in action tonight against Preston Vance. You got to wonder if this could lead to something with Mark Briscoe and, well, Preston Vance is in a faction, isn't he? Or is Preston Vance the one in the Dark Order? I think Preston Vance is in the one with Roche and Jarlistico, no? LIF. But either way, Mark Briscoe's in action, and it is always good to see Mr. Briscoe, in action on AEW. The Lucha Brothers and El Hijo del Vikingo against QT Marshall, Powerhouse Hobbs, and Aaron Solo in six-man action tonight, as the rivalry between the Lucha Brothers and Powerhouse Hobbs continues. As the rivalry between the Lucha Brothers and Powerhouse Hobbs continues, it is also always a pleasure to see Vikingo in action. I just hope that the AAA Mega Champion learns from the experience of others and pulls back on his in-ring style a little bit, as it will help him in the long run if he does eventually pull back on his in-ring style, because it will be something that he regrets in the long run if he continues down the road of the high risk, as opposed to picking and choosing when he does the high risk maneuver instead of relying on it. I know it's not, I know the advice means nothing coming from me, but it's something worth considering. With that being said, though, the other match tonight is the Firm Deletion, with Matt and Jeff Hardy, with Jeff Hardy competing in his first match back at AEW alongside Hook and Isaiah Cassidy against Ethan Page, Stokely Hathaway, Big Bill, and Lee Moriarty. I mean, anytime Matt Hardy brings in the term deletion into the match, it makes your imagination go wild, because you never know what to expect from the master of reinvention. Which, if you think Chris Jericho's up there, I think Matt Hardy is right next to Chris Jericho as somebody who knows how to reinvent himself. And the fact of the matter is, Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy are back together, and hopefully, 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 this is the run that we wanted the first time. When AEW signed Jeff Hardy, this is the run we got the first time for Matt and Jeff, where they can finally get that tag team title reign that we all wanted, and they can go out on their terms. With that being said, though, that is, again, the firm deletion, which is finally going to see Matt Hardy and probably Hook going away from the firm and going in a different direction. Just imagine the Hardys versus FTR for the AEW World Tag Team titles. That would be a dream match if there ever was one. And, of course, the Hardys being AEW World Tag Team Champions, I think all we need is 1 year for Jeff Hardy. 1 year for Jeff Hardy to get in the run where him and Matt can have dream matches with the tag teams in AEW, and the opportunity that they can go out on their terms. And then maybe this time next year we see Jeff Hardy walking away from AEW as he had the opportunity to go out on his terms. I'm excited to see what the firm deletion match is, but I'm also excited to see what happens next for the Hardys after the firm is out of the way. The Lucha Brothers and El Hijo del Vikingo against Powerhouse Hobbs, QT Marshall, and Aaron Solo. Honestly, this is a test run to see the direction that AEW is going to go with Powerhouse Hobbs if he is in fact out of the TNT title picture. I hope that it's a positive step and not a negative step. But either way, I hope it is a step in the right direction. Jade Cargill, you never know what to expect with the undefeated Jade Cargill. But I'm going to stick to my guns and say Jade has to have a challenger eventually within the next couple of months to take the TBS title away, because she can't keep the title forever. And of course, Mark Briscoe and Preston Vance. It is always great to see Mark Briscoe in action. And I think Preston Vance is somebody in AEW that has a tremendous amount of untapped potential. With that being said, though, that is it for Rampage. That is Rampage tonight on TNT. If you are looking for Rampage tonight, do not forget that Rampage starts at 6:30 Eastern Time, 3 Pacific, on TNT. On TNT tonight. Yes, special early start time at 6:30 Eastern Time, 3:30 Central. Again, if you're looking for wrestling, tonight is the night to find it, because AEW starts at 6:30. AEW Rampage starts at 6:30 Eastern Time, and then soon after AEW, it is the go-home edition of SmackDown before Backlash. That is it for the preview tonight, and I will see you in the next video.